welcome. It's my great pleasure today to welcome you to the 2020 Global Sustainability Film Awards. The awards were founded 9 years ago to recognize the best filmmaking from business, nonprofit, media, and the creative sectors that inspired audiences with real-world solutions for a more sustainable future. This year, though, the awards, like the world, are very different. 2020 is certainly not the year we expected when at the last Global Sustainability Film Awards, we predicted sorry, I haven't finished writing this bit. A year when the world would come together and make critical decisions to put our planet on a path towards sustainability. Today, instead of gathering together in London to celebrate these films, we are coming together from around the world, likely many of us from our homes, via the magic of 21st century telecommunications. The awards are different this year as well, because for the first time, the TVE Global Sustainability Film Awards and Difficult Dialogues are coming together to create a truly international event. Difficult Dialogues is an annual 3-day forum based on themes of contemporary relevance. It's a festival of topical ideas and motions and draws its energy from the conviction that knowledge sharing is the foundation of progress in this rapidly growing world. At its core, it comprises intensive serial discussions on a different theme every year between diverse stakeholders ranging from academics, young talent, celebrities, activists, politicians, and leaders from the media, business, and international organizations. It's my pleasure now to introduce May Sim Lay, OBE, the chairperson of TVE and also managing director of Lay Peters Ltd and the founder of Lay Peters and Company, Chartered Accountants. She is one of Her Majesty the Queen's representatives in Greater London since 2006 and is the chair of the British Malaysian Society, Chinese Welfare Trust, and the Mulan Foundation Network, amongst many other appointments.
Greetings to everyone. It is with great pleasure that I welcome you all to the 9th TVE Global Sustainability Film Awards. As many of you know, TVE was founded 36 years ago with a mission to use the power of films to highlight sustainability and environmental issues and to offer solutions. Over the years, filmmakers from around the world have made award-winning films to inspire change and to make the planet a greener, better, and more sustainable place. When COVID-19 struck earlier this year, TVE was faced with a challenge. Do we hold the 2020 GSFA or not? Or do we close down TVE? So I'm pleased to say that we decided to hold the GSFA virtually and to innovate by partnering with Difficult Dialogues of India. During the coming 5 days, you will be treated to a very interesting program of winning films, award presentations, and high-level panel discussions with speakers from around the world. We hope you will very much enjoy them. Although progress has been made since TVE was founded 36 years ago, there is still so much that we all have to do to help achieve the UN Sustainable Goals. May I end by thanking everyone.
We'd now like to give you a glimpse of some of the incredible films that we will be recognizing tonight. The Young Filmmakers category is awarded to the best film under 15 minutes on a sustainability issue by a filmmaker under the age of 35. And it focuses on films that bring to light underrepresented voices or issues. Here are the 3 shortlisted films, and we'll see what the jury also had to say.
And the shortlister, I Am Fragile by Florian Ledoux, Traces by Sebastian Pins, Open Energy by Niklas Wollgraf.
Spring returns to the high Arctic. The ice cracks and melts under the power of the returning sun. And with the sun, life returns to this frozen world. Polar bears, Arctic foxes, seals, walruses, narwhal and whales roam the Arctic in search of food. In just a few summer months, these animals have to find enough food in order to survive the next winter. Soon enough, the sun sets once again for many months through the seemingly never-ending polar winter. With greater ice melt shattering their essential hunting and breeding grounds, many species become refugees in their own natural habitat.
Je suis débardeur, comme mon père. Et chaque jour, Nina et moi, nous allons chercher les arbres où les machines ne vont pas.
Allez,
Et derrière nous, il n'y a rien que des traces.
allez.
« 75 ans déjà. Dans ma famille, ce métier a traversé toutes les générations. Et me voici le dernier.
Number of students that we train is certainly a kind of leading metric, but really I think the thing that we're looking to do is to support communities to build their own electricity supplies, to manage their own electricity supplies. I suppose that the way in which people do that, I think should be a little bit more kind of localized. I like to think of that. I like to think of it in the sense of cooking, right? So there are certain utensils that everyone uses in cooking, right? So everyone uses pots, everyone uses spoons. Then when you kind of get down to the regional level, there are particular spices, particular herbs, particular foods that people have available to them. And that's what gives rise to kind of regional cuisine. There is something similar that can be done with energy systems, that people can understand the resources that they have around them and can kind of utilize those to solve problems that they have locally. People are still projecting that by 2030, there will be 600 million people without access to electricity. And that's because population growth is outstripping the speed with which people can improve access to electricity. So why not harness some of that population growth to actually solve the problem? Why not give those young people the materials that they need, the knowledge they need. There is so much latent potential there, and all of these young people who have the drive, who have the intelligence to actually do it, but don't have access to that education or those resources.
Hello everyone, and thank you for involving me in the jury of the Young Filmmaker of the Global Sustainability Film Award. We have seen in the 12 films how much the planet Earth is asking for help and how much is necessary to reduce the use of fossil fuels. Actually, the only film that bothered me a little bit is the film about that Rolex sponsored. And it's strange to seeing how these multinationally talk about sustainability when actually they drill all over the world to extract gold and diamonds for their own profit. So the rest, fortunately, young people are more careful than us actually at this moment. So we have seen in the rest of the films how much they have attention for environment and for human rights issue. So because future is the environment. So from Africa to Asia, we have seen in the films that the emergency is right now. We need to do it right now, not later. Will be too late after. And let's say that the film that I liked most in terms of content and cinematography is Traces by Sebastian Pins, which I personally know because he was doing a film on 2013 about forests. It was his first. Sebastian Pins.
3 truly extraordinary films, and we'll find out a little bit later which of those wins the final award as the 2020 Global Sustainability Film Awards Young Filmmaker Award. I'd like to move now to our young ambassadors. 40 youth ambassadors from around the world have joined and given their support to the Global Sustainability Film Awards this year, working hard to keep their commitment to global sustainability. Here are a few of their voices about the changes they'd like to see in the environment to build a more sustainable and just world.
Hi, I'm Julio Matute, and with my brothers Kike and Pablo, we co-founded Zero Chocolates. What we have is a business model that supports the environment and everyone involved in making a chocolate bar. Nowadays, most farmers involved in the cocoa industry sell each grain for less than $1 to a middleman that manages the logistics of shipping them to the global north. Eventually, it gets transformed into chocolate and its value increases exponentially. This generates a great inequality between the salary for the farmer and the value added for the final product. We intend to bridge this gap by producing the chocolate in the same country that the cocoa is farmed. Since we're in Guatemala, we can cut out the middleman and the transformation country completely. The distance reduction between our chocolate workshop and the farms is negligible when compared to the one managed by a traditional chocolate business model. We call this model the good cocoa, and its intention is to make an economic model that helps everyone have a better life. From the communities that are coming together to sow and harvest the cocoa, the families that have devoted entire generations to the perfect cocoa grain, and the reintroduction of cocoa as an engine to restore national forests and recover the jungles that protect our biodiversity, reducing the impact that incoming climate changes will have on our country. So far, this model has helped recover the forest in Sierra de las Minas. It has also helped sustain forest in private farms, and we continue to promote it with different farmers and collective groups in order to magnify its effects.
Now we'd like to move on to the the daring debates component of today's event. I'd like to hand over the stage now to Nabanita, a senior international journalist, columnist, and business communications professional. She has been an editor for several newspapers and magazines and has years of experience as a broadcast journalist. Nabanita? What is Nabanita's surname?
Sarkar, Sircar, Sarkar.
Okay.
Nabanita Sarkar.
Yeah, Julio is also from Guatemala, and the new guy, Otto is also from Guatemala. The new
Otto
film.
is also. But
Yeah.
this is Julio's film, and Julio is from Guatemala.
Yeah, so
you can
Julio,
write-
yeah,
Our youth ambassador from Guatemala has this to say.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And he started this, you can say a little bit, this business is with his brothers. He started to save the environment.
They call
that's
chocolates zero.
Yeah. And they've cut down the middleman and all that.
Yeah, let's go straight to that then.
So now, Nicole, how long she'll have to wait before she goes next?
1 hour. Yeah, because I think there'll be a Q&A session, so we don't know how long. It might just go over an hour.
It'll go over an hour, Nicole, so you can rest at that time. Also.
Yeah, you can go for a run and come back as well.
I mean, keep yourself on the camera.
Of course.
Okay. So now, after 1 hour, now you speak again. Go on.
That was a truly riveting debate. Now it's time to find out who is the Young Filmmaker Award winner. To present the award, we have Cheryl Urs Ali, a documentary filmmaker with extensive experience across Africa and the Middle East. Cheryl has an MBA from UCT and is a fellow of the Public Values and Leadership Program at Duke University and UCT Graduate School of Business. She has a background in producing, directing, writing for various news channels, including Sky News. I'm going to have to reduce this a little bit.
Yeah. I was going to say one thing first before you say all of this. Aren't we supposed to say Robert Sheehan is not giving the award today?
Yes.
Or something about Robert Sheehan, because he's given a message instead.
Yeah.
So he's given a message. So you say Robert Sheehan couldn't actually give the award, but he has sent us a message. But Cheryl will give the award, and she's this. Yeah.
I mean, I guess the question is do you think it makes sense to have Robert's message and then introduce Cheryl?
I also think so. Something like, here is Robert's message for you all, because a lot of young people are waiting for Robert to appear. That's why they're watching it. So here is a message from Robert for all of you. And he couldn't give the award. And here is Cheryl who's going to give the award. Something you've got to say like that.
And I'm going to put the bit about Cheryl being the director of the Multi-Choice Talent Factory up at the top. Because in a way, that basically it's a kind of, it's
That's
Africa.
why she's giving the award. That's why she wants to give the award, because she.
That's Vinay. So Nicole, do you want Robert's message to be played out and then come back to you and you to introduce Cheryl and then Cheryl give the award? Or do you want you to introduce, Robert couldn't be here, but he sent a message to us, but the award is going to be presented by Cheryl, and they introduce Cheryl and then we play both of them together?
I think that makes sense. So I'm just looking at what's been cut as the VT at the moment.
The VT has been. So we have Robert's message and then Cheryl comes and gives the award.
Yeah, let's look at it. Well, I think it's the other way around. I think Cheryl.
Hello, I'm called Robert and I'm here congratulating you kids for getting involved in the GSFA Awards. That's films coming in from 35 countries around the world. Over 100 applicants this year. That's all you brilliant young people uniting together to solve a global problem, a problem that kind of unites us all. So let's get excited about it. I'll be presenting an award and I can't wait to watch the films. And fair play to you for being creative, doing storytelling, because that's how you reach each other's hearts, through story, through the kind of strange thing we human beings do. So keep doing it, and let's keep doing it about the climate. And we can 180 this thing. We can do it. We can do it!
I'm Cheryl S. Ali, Africa Director of the MultiChoice Talent Factory. MultiChoice is the largest pay TV platform in Africa, and our shared value is in giving back to young filmmakers by training and developing Africa's most passionate storytellers. So I'm excited to announce the winner of the Young Filmmakers Award. This film was acclaimed by the jury for its beautiful cinematography and storytelling, with an almost fairy tale quality. The story of a child learning about old ways of forestry in the context of a European setting. Yet the film also speaks to tensions in the 21st century between industrial methods of agriculture versus low-impact harvesting, low-impact lifestyles, and perhaps the way indigenous knowledge is so often systematically undervalued. Sometimes, through the eyes of a child, the impacts of the choices adults may make can be seen more clearly. And in the winning film is Traces by Sebastian Pang.
T'es pas très causante, toi, hein? Bah, moi non plus, j'aime pas tellement parler. Qu'est-ce que tu as écrit dans ton cahier? Dis donc, c'est moi, ça? Je suis quand même pas si vieux. Ouais. Tu sais, j'ai commencé ce métier il y a très longtemps. Mais aujourd'hui, c'est Nina qui me tire.
Thank you very much, Cheryl. Now we have the winner with us who has a short message.
Cher jury, cher organisateur du festival, je tiens à vous remercier pour le prix que vous m'avez attribué. Je ne m'attendais pas à cela et ça me fait vraiment très plaisir. D'autant plus qu'en ce moment, je prépare mon prochain film que j'espère vous présenter l'année prochaine. Trace, c'est des milliers d'heures de travail. C'est aussi l'histoire d'un métier qui disparaît et qui pourtant assure des fonctions environnementales, économiques et sociales. Pour moi, l'avenir de l'exploitation forestière est une étroite collaboration entre la mécanisation et l'attraction chevaline. Malheureusement, je ne peux pas être avec vous aujourd'hui en présence physique, mais sachez que je suis à vos côtés en pensée. Et que dire à part souhaiter une très longue vie au Global Sustainability Film Award. Merci à vous tous et à très bientôt.
Congratulations. Before we end the day, we have one more award to present. We've decided, given the huge strength of the field, to award a second Popular Choice Award chosen by our young ambassadors. To present this award, we have Arun Das, who is the Director of Difficult Dialogues and an award-winning designer. Arun runs an independent design and strategy practice out of New Delhi and Mumbai. He is an actor, singer, and scenographer with a passion for make-believe. Arun?
I'm particularly chuffed to be asked to announce the first Youth Ambassadors Choice Award, because in a way it stands aside from the categories being awarded by our esteemed jury. This is one award that has been voted in by our inspiring and remarkable youth ambassadors for its emotional reach alone. And I'm delighted that this award goes to a beautiful and hope-inspiring film about a community of women workers in an export supply chain in a small village in Maharashtra, India, turning waste to wealth. Premal Kutum. Congratulations.
This is the story of a tiny village named Naitale, the stronghold of the grape belt of Maharashtra. home to the workforce of women who together contribute to reaching our grapes to European shores. Women who stand testimony to the fact that Indian grapes are not just taste-worthy, but clean and fair. 3 years ago, Naitale took the lead. Determined and single-minded in their need to sustain beyond the grape packing season, to stay occupied for the remaining 8 months of the year. In keeping with an already improved living standard expectation, IRFT stepped in at the opportune moment, seeking to enhance the livelihood of the grape growers' workforce, backed with funds from Comic Relief and Sainsbury, and a partnership with Mac Multiples. Naitale opened its doors to new beginnings. This is a story of love and family, one that unites 7 grape growers and their workforce towards a prudent mission to earn, grow, nurture, and inspire all who were willing to follow one small outlook change. A Premal Kutum, which means one big loving family in unity. It planted a bond of friendship within the community and set a spark towards the already empowered women of Naitale. An intervention from IRFT showed them how fruitful their waste could actually be, and how this waste could result in possible wealth.
आम्ही ना पहिल्यापासून आहे ना कचरा नेहमी बाहेर टाकत होतो. जेव्हा तुम्ही आम्हाला भेटले, तुम्ही सांगितलं का तुम्ही जो कचरा बाहेर टाकताय त्याच्यामुळे तुम्हाला काय काय उपयोग होऊ शकतो, मग त्याचा आम्ही प्रयत्न केला. आम्ही जो कचरा बाहेर टाकत होतो तो तुम्ही ज्या दिल्याप्रमाणे त्या ड्रम मध्ये टाकला का चांगला उपयोग होतो त्याचा आणि त्याच्यापासून खत तयार होतं.
Within no time, these waste warriors took the center stage, happy to produce great compost that was nutrient rich. They called it Premal Mati, my loving soil, which is an excellent soil enricher.
Thank you to all of the young people who participated in today's events, both through the daring debates and the many filmmakers who contributed films to the Global Sustainability Film Awards. Don't forget, we'll be back tomorrow with another day of awards and an engaging debate about the future of how we can change mindsets, hearing from some of, I need more information to fill this out, from some of the experts thinking about how we can change mindsets and put the world on a path towards sustainability. I thank you as well to our sponsors today, BNP Paribas. We'll see you tomorrow.